Hey ladies, I'm your host Rebecca, and my goal is to lead women towards faith and confidence through the bumpy roads of life. Welcome to the She Bold podcast. Hey ladies, welcome back to the She Bold podcast. Today's episode is only a friendly reminder, to be honest. So my reminder to you today is to be persistent in your prayer. And I don't know if you've ever read Luke 18, verse 1 to 8, the story about the judge and the widow. If not, please go do a quick reading. It's barely going to take you 2 minutes, to be honest, but I think it's a story that is worth paying attention to, no matter how short it is. But long story short, God was sharing a story with his disciples to show them how important it is to be persistent in prayer. And the story was a widow who kept going to a judge for him to give her justice against her enemy. And she remained persistent until he pretty much got fed up with her and gave her what she asked for. Mind you, that judge had no fear of God or anything like that, but he gave her what she asked for. And then God said, if this judge did this for this woman, why would God not be able to give justice to his own people? He said it many times in the Bible that we are to seek him, that we are to ask him, that we are to open up to him. Stop staying quiet about it because you believe that God will heal your heart, will hear your heart. Like, yes, he does hear your heart, but there's prayers that requires more boldness. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about being persistent about whatever you want, right? It has to be something that you know God already spoke to you about or promised you. God promised you a husband. Well, be persistent when you pray. It might take a few days, it might take a few months, it might take a few years, but he will give you justice at the end of the day because every single prayer, every single fasting, every single tears you shed, he has a record of it all. He doesn't ignore everything that you've been through, okay? He knows it. Even though you think he's not doing anything, even though you think he's being quiet, God is always working, girl, okay? He doesn't stop working. He keeps doing it every single day. Just the fact that we're alive every single day means that he's not done working, okay? So he does not ignore his children. If it takes time, it's not because he changed his mind on his promise to you. No, it's because he's working on things to make sure that once he gave it to you, you don't land on an uneven foundation. Because we all know, especially when it comes to marriage, especially when it comes to a marriage that comes from God, foundation is important. You don't play with that, okay? Marriage is not a game. It is not a game. Okay. So, ladies, don't stop praying. Don't be discouraged. Every single prayer counts. At the end of the day, the enemy cannot take back the victory from God. So that means the victory is already yours. So walk like it and pray like it. All right. So this is your reminder today. Be persistent in your prayer. All right. So you have a blessed day. Take care, and I will see you on the next one.